Hello and welcome back to Slice and Dice. You guys have fun these last two runs? Yeah, me too. Now let's go back to playing easy shit. Ready? Boom. Oh, what the hell? That cannot be right. No way. Do you ever play third turn all heroes replace all sides with blank stasis? No way. This starting team is good, I will say. Scoundrel accepted. Hoarder, Wallop, Cultist are good. I do not like start damaged because like a 9 HP character starts at 6. That's really bad. Empathy is also really bad. When an enemy dies, I die. Very good if you're playing greens. You know what I'll do here today? I'll play Shield Response. Because I'll learn my lesson from yesterday, and I respect Pun Pun very much, and Pun Pun says Shield Response is free. I think it's really annoying to me. As the way that I play the game changes, this curse goes back from like the worst curse in the game in my mind quite a bit. It's just kind of annoying. But adding survivability to the monsters doesn't make you have more trouble living, and mostly if you live, you don't die. So we'll see, and if I lose my streak today, we can all go, man, that Pun Pun guy, he's really had it out for me all this time, huh? It was a long con. Can't believe it. But it's not so bad, I don't think. I guess we'll see. I'm just gonna burst, I don't need to cut here. I've played it before. This is definitely in the suite of curses that I think is more annoying than actively harmful. I just really don't like playing it because it is quite annoying to play. In my opinion, anyway. Especially if you're like stuck bursting enemies down. Or sometimes you have to do ones to thorns, things like that. You know who seems really good in this position? Whirl. Kidding. I'm gonna play Pilgrim. Pilgrim, not my favorite guy, but randoming there is death, and Whirl is like the opposite of good. Kind of impressive just how bad he really is in this position. He's already not a very good unit, and now he's Wurstle? Yeah. But we can just bank mana in positions like that where we could cut for 3 damage on us, 2 damage on them, things like that. But we can also just bank mana and then go on a later turn. Now, cantripping is not great into this, like cantrip damage is not exceptional, but Balisong does let me play Roulette, who is not always, like, not very good, but not bad. Right, even in this run, dude, this Scoundrel, by the way, what's up with that? That doesn't seem right. But even in this run where cantripping isn't very good, I think Roulette is still fine. Roulette has a big value point of letting you always roll for whatever you want. Dabbler, perfect. This was maybe the greatest run of Scoundrel's life. Just full stop. There is not much nuance to it. I don't think I've ever seen Scoundrel perform that well. And I don't think we ever will see it again. That was unbelievable. But yeah, I don't know too much about if shield response is actually tough at the high end when we're in, like, the way to phrase this point actually is shield response, sorry, I'm getting my trains of thought mixed. Is shield response bad at a certain level of analysis? Like, is there a point where you play shield response and you go, well, this was just out of my controlled death? I don't know, because I haven't played it enough. I think it's only particularly scary to me on like Basalt and maybe Inevitable, but it's more challenging based on what my team comp ends up being, in my opinion. If we're playing here with like Warlock, this is not going to be a curse. This is going to be a free run. But, oh my god, what the fuck? I forgot to save Pilgrim. Dude, what am I doing? That can't be right. That can't be right. Sorry, Pilgrim. My bad. Ooh, K.Duel. This is a sweet item. Almost makes up for that wild curse. Almost. This goes on Hoarder. And just more damage is best here now. right? You want to hit single big hits and not a lot of small hits. The issue that I think, before I just fucking killed my Pilgrim for fun, what I was going to say is the issue that I think that you face in runs like this is you don't have great control over your characters, so you might end up with characters who can't play this curse very well. That, I think, is the actual fear. We might end up forced to play, like... I don't know, what tier 3s can't play this curse very well? Good question. Roulette wouldn't be great, but it wouldn't be terrible. Put 4 into this goblin. Give him Deathify, and then I could probably get an overkill somehow. That seems right. That's not right. Oh well. Because of shield response, we can't do it. Doesn't matter a lot, but it's okay. Once I lock that duel, I'm locked in. We're just gonna play it through. Don't accidentally duel this guy to death. Good enough. Druid might go. Druid's good, and Acolyte's not very good. Myco is okay, but it plays worse in longer fights, and these fights by definition are going to be longer because the enemies are going to have more time to live. We're going to want to focus on prepping to go long in fights is the other thought here. We're going to want to be thinking about things like how do we survive 10 turns versus Hexia. So I'm going to try to draft my heroes with that in mind. But again, as I've been saying this whole time, we don't really have control over how we play these fights. That is one of the issues. I'm going to kill the quartz here. And then I'll let the blind just stay. He's fine. 2, I can aim to kill here instead. It's easy to think about, well, shield, reuse, shield is enough. Oh, this is just lethal, actually. Shield, reuse, shield for 2. Yeah. Mana Bomb is not very good. I think Blood Chalice is okay. Blood Chalice, when I'm picking items like this, I try to remind you every time. The idea here is going to be something along the lines of, well, I want to pick an item here that has a chance to do something very cool, such as Blood Chalice, Shaman or Doctor, and a Steel Yellow. And then you just overheal mass HP for a big shield and then blast. That's... Sorry, I woke up like 20 minutes ago. How long have I been recording? Yeah, about that. That's the main thought, and that's how you want to approach picking here. Big shield, good. And we'll try to spread our damage here so that we're making the most of these shields. It's sort of like a weird barricade, in my opinion. That's one of the ways to think about this curse. 2 damage is 2 damage. And I'll lock the self shield so that Cultist can roll for a mana side. If he misses, it doesn't matter, because nobody's actually dying here. This is fake death, so we can play however we want. Because as soon as the Cyclops stuns, it's over. I guess if you're doing ones, you're not getting so much lost to the shield response. That doesn't feel right, though. That doesn't sound correct to me. This, I think we are killing. I have a strong feeling. Yes. Berserker is big single hits and plays well with Pilgrim. Sparky kills from 2, which is nice, but it's definitely Berserker. I don't think we want duel on this guy, though. He's probably going to duel himself into a shallow grave. Buried by himself, actually. It's like a no, trust no one, not even yourself sort of situation. I can stun Slime Queen here, which is pretty good. This one's for all the Pilgrim lovers out there. You know I don't love this guy, but, you know, when he gets to do this, I could see why you would hang your hat on how good Pilgrim is. Because he's going to really crush Slime Queen if he keeps stunning. And this is like, I don't love Pilgrim, but I recognize when he's good, and he is good here. This is his time, kind of. Well, that Druid rolling an X is a shame, and 1 damage cleave is also not great, but you can do like balance, stun, burst is fine. Yeah, kind of just a pass on this turn, but whatever you want, really. Not a lot of ways to slice it. I want to roll for Self-Shield Cultist. Remember that I'm not, like, killing Slime Queen here, though. She effectively has, like, 10 or 11 HP is how you want to approach this because of how many times I have to hit her. I probably have to hit her 3 times, so her health is a little higher. Maybe more, even. I'm gonna keep the stun. I've thought about it some more. It's hard to keep Cultist from dying, though, if he's got this 4. The only way to do it would be Pilgrim, and I don't think I'm gonna do that, so we'll just roll. 2 is more attainable, but also not really all that good. In that case, she only had +1 HP because we high rolled. That's nice. Okay, I'm gonna let Cultist reroll, and I will keep all of these. It's fine. It's not fine, it's good. I would go so far as to say it's good. Healing 1 on Cultist here is pretty big. We don't have anyone who really helps Cultist stop himself from, well, you know. You know what Cultist is doing here. He's, culting himself. It's fine, though, I think. Cat.Herbalist. I don't think Herbalist's sides are what make her good. And Dynamo is a play towards the long game, but it's a bad play towards the long game. It's a fake play. Single-use era is not really worth it. So we'll go 2/2s. Faint Halo is extremely good. It's an exceptional pickup. I think this ends up on Berserker. Do you want to play, instead of 4 heal, 2 heal cleanse on Dabbler? Sometimes, but not here. Okay. I mean, goddamn, look at Dabbler. Just tanks the whole round and doesn't even care. Killing Graves on this curse is very annoying, but we can stun 1. Which is good enough for me. Yeah, we could stun 1 and we could kill 1. That seems fine. Maybe you want to cut there to proc shield response. Definitely you want to cut there. There's not enough damage for anyone to even be dying here. So you cut this grave next time. Goodbye, Militia. Doesn't matter, but still. You want to get in the right thought process. Evoker and Fiend are 2 of the lower end characters, which means that there's only 1 bad character left in the tier 2 blue pool. Is Fiend bad still with Pilgrim? Yes. It's not really a question. It is not good. Is Evoker bad with Dabbler? Yeah. I don't think you need to kid yourself here. Whoa, but the spell. Yeah, but look at the fucking sides. You're never casting this shit. So when you get right down to it here, this is a pretty simple pick of, I think Jester is better than these 2 in this position. He's, the only downside is -2 HP from Evoker, but I don't want to play around Evoker. Seer is the best pick we could possibly see here. I am good to random. It's 3 good outcomes, 1 bad outcome, and the bad outcome doesn't lose me the game. Excellent. And we get the very good outcome. Not too bad. 2 shield on Berserker. So Seer's good because these fights are going to trend a little longer, as I've been saying the whole run, and I am down with that. We'll probably stun bottom courts, and then honestly we could just put up the shield wall. This isn't good, because he's still eating the single use. I guess it's fine. 1 court's down, but I bet there's better things we can do on this turn. Just kind of scary to roll these. 2 damage kills the courts outright, though. That is a lot better than 2 shield. Really. Because now he's taking exact lethal on himself, which I can help him survive. I think he's taking exact on himself, right? It's... Yeah, so if I shield... He doesn't gain health for that. I was curious to see if he went temporarily dying there, since he would pain himself into death range and then save himself, but no. I don't think you can get Berserker a self-save there, which isn't that big of a loss. You're dying to Courts, which isn't real, so the only thing that's actually real here is Imp killing Seer, which I will reroll. keep the growth shield. Cool, Seer. Really cool. Not really cool. I'm sorry, I lied to you. That was disgusting, buddy. What the hell was that? You're supposed to be making me insane mana. Instead, you're making me insane blood pressure. I'm not down with this. What is my man doing? At least my druid is up to a 5 shield off of growth. Pilgrim plus growth is a combo that is worth at least saying something about. Ritual Dagger, Tower Shield. Absolutely worthless. This is a terrible pickup. Give me Shimmering Halo. Shimmering Halo plays pretty poorly with Pilgrim, but he might be able to get some value out of stunning, which would be cool. Maybe I give him plus 3 HP if he can get a stun save. That's not bad. Especially in a position like this, he can get a lot of HP. I don't like you anymore, Seer. I'm not gonna lie, this is very disappointing. That one was just a tilt. There's no way you're supposed to reroll there. But, come on, buddy. What is my man doing? Stun on the spiker is another save. He did it, by the way. He finally hit. I should praise him when he does well. You can balance for druid. Oh, but Berserker still dies even with the balance, huh? Okay, I mean, I can just pass and foretell. There's nothing wrong with this. I don't think there's any reason to roll Berserker here. It's not like 4 damage is any better. You could roll Dabbler to try to get a Berserker swing in, but with the foretell engine rolling, I don't really foresee this ever leading to any death. Pilgrim's also doing very well here. Yeah, basically just like that. Oh, God, no. This is so bad. Hamstring's cool, but I think that one kill is not playable. Upon death, all allies become immune to damage this turn for all monsters. That's a no way. Wanderer first pick. I've been talking about how we need to play long. This is like the actual ideal first pick. I think Wanderer is a pretty easy pick. It's him or Warlock for best character in the game, in my opinion right now. Then we just give him Duel and he hits really, really insane numbers on this. Like if Dragon bites Wanderer at this point, he hits back for 30, which is just ridiculous. Okay. I think I'm ready. Anything else? Alisong, first aid kit. Oh, I need to put Blood Chalice on. No reason not to put it on. Probably on, like, Druid. Alright, I'm ready. Lich sounds scary, but I don't think is actually scary because we can just kind of sit here. Can also do a little triple cleanse maneuver. Hold on, cleanse. Who do you want to cleanse? You want to cleanse Druid, Wanderer, Seer, probably? You know what I think to really not like about this line is that Pilgrim's going to 0. Also, a little bit of a misplay here I just picked up on. You can do self-shield on Druid. Oh wait, that wasn't even a misplay. Never mind. I did that correctly. No, I can't even balance for the bones. I'm a little worried about Pilgrim, but I'm not super worried, I wouldn't say. I do kind of feel like maybe it's better to clear Dabbler. Hold on, turn. I think this is fine. 9 HP, by the way, so Pilgrim just gets to live that shit. Not too bad. They never want to hit Wanderer. But Pilgrim is, with this Death Defy, he's like plus 6 HP, I believe. And I can just shield Druid. Or kill this. I think that in this position, we can just lock in on foretelling. It's just kind of unfortunate if I roll a copycat shield off of Wanderer. You know what? I think because of that, I should actually lock this so I can guarantee this bones kill. And then if I'm going to do that, I can unlock the one shield since this is no longer Druid dying. That's probably the idea here. And healing 3 is pretty good. at this point, especially when weakened. I think you're supposed to settle for 2 damage growth as well. And then you go like this, +6, double foretell, kill this bones, and then put 2 damage into the new one, and we can heal Pilgrim for 3. That seems viable. Now Pilgrim is back to 9 HP, and we get a turn off from being chain weakened, which is nice. Pilgrim can save Druid. This guy's gonna have so much HP at the end of this. And we're just gonna cleanse through all of this, because we can do like cleanse here, shield here. Although actually it's a little better to go like cleanse here, shield here, so we get the growth and we get a druid save. And just triple foretell. We can take a very long time fighting the Lich here with Seer. Even with bone, or not bone math, with shield response, it's fine. We also have the 6 damage era. Also of note, Pilgrim untouched. The bones do not want him. And we're gonna go 3 and 4 on Druid. Actually, no, we're gonna go 2 and 3 on Seer as it works out. 6 damage here, 3 damage there. Self-heal. You can press foretell a few times. There's a Petrify go into Druid, but at this point, we have more or less hit the escape velocity at 22 mana. There's no universe where this guy kills any of my units. It just can't happen from this point. We can just kind of take her easy here. You on 17? This is 8. I think I just foretell. I locked the stun. I could unlock the stun, but I have 32 mana. So, I'm gonna do this instead. So rich I can just balance my way out of that. Demon Deal with Pilgrim, it's not bad, but I don't think Demon Deal is good if we're playing Shield Response. Wrench is okay, but I don't think anyone really likes Wrench enough to be clicking on this, so I'll take a random. Okay. Sure. I guess we make Dabbler do a 4. And then, you know, if I put Duel, she could do an 8, but that's Wanderer's thing to do right now. He's the one who's going to make overkills happen. Yeah, look at that, an 8. Cool. No Death Defies here, don't lock that. There's a stun or 2. Taking a little poison, but that's a dead bandit and a double foretell and a stun on the other poison. All you gotta do is make sure your Seer doesn't die, but I feel very confident that he doesn't die here. Oh, come on, Wanderer, don't let me down. This is your moment. He's about to let me down. Fucking loser. Alright. It's fine, it's good for Pilgrim to get the stun. And get this growth in here too. Good for my Pilgrim HP. Now he's due. This is the turn, I can feel it. He's gonna hit Defy. Oh, I guess not. So I'm gonna lock shielding here. I'm not thinking too hard when we get to this stage of these fights, because I cannot really imagine with 17 mana in the tank any of my characters ever dying here. Even if it cost me 6 mana to do 3 damage at this point. But you know what? I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna balance and then foretell an extra time. Or not balance, burst. I think the really big flaw of this curse is when you have to burst something out like this. It starts to feel quite bad. I just have all that mana and I don't use it. Venom is good, Forsaken is not very good. Forsaken doesn't really like long fights either because Bind depletes. Venom likes long fights, this is a no-brainer. Got an insane setup here, just an absolutely ridiculous setup for Ocular Amulet Doctor plus Venom. Just downright absurd, ridiculous. Quite. I was about to start complaining. Good job, Venom. Actually, I can one-shot this ghost with Wanderer. I almost missed that. 3 times 2 is 6 with Duel. K.Duel makes my life so nice. Just randomly hitting double damage. That shit's good. Yeah, I guess it's like... maybe the other one dies here? Yeah, the other one dies here. And then we can just go like... one burst. Oh, fucking shield response, man. Even if this curse isn't bad, it's real fucking annoying. I'm just trying to burst my way through. Let me out of here. Why is it like this? Or it's just the other part that I think is kind of funny about this is the way that I am ending these with so much mana because it's just annoying to burst. I think Pocket Mirror Venom is pretty viable. Sharpwit's whatever. Seer goes not very good with it. We'll go Pocket Mirror. Just drop that on Venom. It's okay. I mean, it makes your Plague more of a consistent game plan in case we get chain poisoned by dragon or something like that. This actually isn't that bad also. We go like 1 poison, 2 poison, 4 poison. That's kind of bad. And if we kill the Chomp, it's not very good either. I could do 6 and then 5, basically. So this guy would be at... he'd be at 3 if I send all my damage here, which is not quite good enough. Okay, I'm gonna look for something from Pilgrim to save my Venom as a result of all of this. And I want to roll these. Sure. And fine. And no comment. No comment, Venom. That was my bad. I should settle. The Plague is too poisonized. Didn't want to take the damage from the Spiker. It's a real pain to kill this Chomp now, too. My healing on this team is not great, presently. You're done. You're done. Put 2 into the Chomp while I can. Oh, it's gonna be so annoying. Oh boy. My top and bottom characters are on 1. I have to kill a Chomp. Any healing is good here. We can go like shield, reuse, shield. It's okay, I don't blame you too much, Seer. Then what? First Foretell? Fine. I don't have any cantrips, so I don't ever randomly die to the Chomp. I don't believe. When that happens, I'm gonna know. Could just balance. Deathify works as well. Thank God. Troll King. Oh, he's scary. Oh, I do not want to fight Troll King. Wow. Wraith is not as bad as it seems here because 4 damage healing is 4 damage self-shielding as well. And 9 HP. Wraith is just like extremely survivable. How bad is it to random? It's bad. It's really bad. I want to go for premium red, but this is a position where you press random because you go, oh, well, I don't like Wraith here. This unit's not very good. And then you just end up with like fucking gassed and then your run is a nightmare. You settle. I've learned this lesson before. I don't need to learn it again. This Wraith is a very solid 9 HP that just sits here and never dies. Doesn't contribute any healing to the team, which is a shame and bad for longer fights, but out of my control. Six, 7. You're on 9. A little bit off of getting the stun on Troll King. 2 mana is 2 mana. It's hard to keep Pilgrim alive through this, I expect. It's probably roll and see what we end up with. Plague. I gotta roll for Deathify. Maybe I can get there? Oh wow. Nice. Didn't really expect that, but happy to see it nonetheless. This is probably a kill slate angle. We're going to be long against Troll King here. And that's okay. 3 mana. I think you actually do get value from stun here. This is like locking stun to give him plus 3 HP. And then if I shield, I might actually get a lot out of this. Hold on. If I shield you, burst this. Yeah, that's a lot of HP for Pilgrim. I'm willing to take that, but I don't really want the shield. I kind of want to leave it to the bursts to deal with. So I will do this, and I will roll. Poisoning Archer is viable. Someone pointed out the other day, after a particularly long Troll King fight, that it's probably worth it to kill Archer early, and I think you might be right. In a position like this, maybe you just go 1 burst on Pilgrim, stun for double heal. I do have to burst Wanderer, but the damage is going to add up. Troll King's at half HP, and he's 2 poisoned, so my Plague is good. He's dead. Nice. Ooh, good fight. Spark? That's a lot of mana. Brimstone is also not the worst with Pocket Mirror. I could give Wraith a 12 damage swing. It's not terrible. I wonder which of these is more high rolly. Wraith having a 12 damage self-heal is good, but Learn Spark can make me like 20 mana, because it will if I do a 10 damage Defy duel with Spark on it, that's 20 mana. And that's not out of the realm of possibility. And 20 mana is just going to win me the game. So I think it is going to be Learn Spark. But you can disagree if you like. I think both are viable options there. Self-shield is not the play. I think it's roll. Stun is viable. I need mana. Actually, I don't want to lock this for self-heal because I need Seer. I need someone to give me 2 mana for Seer. Okay, good. Now, Spark doesn't give me anything, but I can burst this guy. Foretell. You're dying to this Fanatic, who I will stun. And we are clear. Well, we're okay. We got a Foretell out as well, but we can definitely lose someone to triple Fanatics. That is not out of the question. But it ends up being okay, because they kind of just choked. Come on, Wanderer. Oh, hell yeah, buddy. This is what I was talking about. 18 mana, please. Appreciate that. And you're doing a stun here, and you're doing a burst here. And I am good to just Foretell, because if nobody's dying, why should I take the pain of pressing into shield response? And the answer is, I don't have to. This curse sucks. Alright. I should end turn there, like from an actual just self-optimization, mental optimization. It's really good to just end there, but I will take the time. That guy dies. This dies, this dies. I don't know, man. Get me out of here. Paladin Artificer. Paladin is almost a downgrade compared to Pilgrim, but importantly, with Wraith I don't have built-in healing. Paladin has healing, so it probably is going to be Paladin here. And he brings a cleanse. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons to click on Paladin here. He just doesn't seem super intuitive because, well, you know. If I need it, depending on the boss, I can also give Paladin the Pocket Mirror, and we can get double cleansing going on. You gotta look at this and say 1 poison and 2 poison are really similar numbers. And then we spend a little time complaining about how nobody's hitting my Wanderer again, even though he has duel. Then we move on. He's been kind of underwhelming this fight. Or not this fight, this run. This Wanderer guy. He hasn't gotten to do a whole lot. Oh yeah. True. You dying to bones here. So if I'm going to launch this 8 into Chomp, I should get the mana for it. No reason not to. 9 mana for free. This goes here. Done there. She's already screamed. Oops. Probably like this. That feels so bad. God damn. But it's fine. It's winning. Just gotta make sure I don't let my Seer die accidentally here to the Chomp, and then we're good. I can complain about how these turns feel, but it is okay. And Collar for Copycat Dual Engage Era on Venom. It's also, Collar pairs very well with Spark because you just get the Copycat mana gain for free. I think if I had to pick strongest item in the game, it probably is Collar. No like context required, because I think tier 9s are just almost always going to be the strongest item. I think I would pick this as my strongest item in the game. It's really, really, really good to have Copycat. I'm gonna roll for it. Yeah, it's okay. It's the 1 in 6. You take the risk. Sometimes it happens. Put 6 into the Basilisk, and you go Foretell, Foretell. It wasn't a loss if I missed there. Try to minimize how many times I say I have to hit this or I lose. There wasn't a have to hit this or lose there, so it's all good. Era's good. I mean, I'll hit eventually. There you go. What am I copycatting? Well, I mean, Spark is free mana now, because you go 4, and then it's just 2 free mana. Could get more out of it, too. Actually, I should copycat the shield. Yeah. Not bad. I want to stop this weaken, and then I want to foretell. And doubtful that this Basilisk and Sniper have it. I mean, okay, let's Spark. Good enough. It's Dragon. Ace Chronos, neither are particularly good, but you get Cantrip for the Copycats, which is nice, and you get Growth, and you get Reuse, actually. So, well, Reuse isn't super good for the Copycats, but I think still it's Chronos. He's pretty fine. I don't want to random here and land Gassed, he's pretty bad, even with Copycats, so Chronos is fine. I do not mind. A little hard to get the first Spark is the only issue. Not my favorite note. Is Copycat mana ever better? Dual is not good, but Copycat Era and Copycat... no, it actually plays pretty poorly. But Copycat mana growth isn't bad, because I'm thinking, like, maybe technically better to play this way. Copycat Cantrip growth can be good, and also Defy mana is good. You don't want to put this on Wraith because then the Defy is wasted sometimes by the Cantrip. You ever want to play like Balisong to give another Cantrip hit here? How good is 4 damage self-heal? I think I'm willing. Only thing I don't really like about this is that Paladin is higher HP than Wanderer. But that's pretty minor. Yeah, 5 to all. Oh my god, Wanderer, you can just solo win me the game here. All I need is 1 Defy. I gotta roll for it. There's no way you don't take the shot. If we hit, it's just, like, hard over. What happens if I miss? Don't worry about it. Okay, well, GG. Sometimes this game is hard, and sometimes this game is 32 mana turn 1. That's all there really is to say. And you know what? Shield response was completely fine. Pun is correct. This curse is annoying, but not in the bad range, for sure. I agree, 100%. I see the light. This is I wouldn't. I think that Pun Pun was also doing a little bit of analytics and baiting by saying that it's like a free curse. I don't think it was free, but at no point did I feel concerned. So this is like this is probably in the same tier as like Stony Grasp is, where you click it because you don't want to reroll like I did yesterday and then just eat shit. So anyway, it was a fun one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. A good one.